live from Orlando here. Utica on Tap is this Saturday. This is huge. And right now, what is the biggest of all is that you can get discounted tickets and save $10 on every ticket you purchase. There are two separate sampling sessions, one in the afternoon, one later in the evening. Over 100 releases from some of the country's best craft breweries. Tri-Valley Beverage alone is bringing Southern Tier Brewing Company, Brewery Amagang, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and Dogfish Head. It'll be awesome. You get to sample. There's food, and it's just a great event. It's at the auditorium. It's this Saturday, and it's brought to you by Pizza Boys, the tap room at Pizza Boys, where they have craft beer on tap. And you can get your tickets in advance. You can go to our website at WIBX950.com. You save $10 a ticket right now in advance. You lose that $10 savings if you wait to buy at the door. Tonya J. Powers standing by on the line right now. Tonya, good morning, and we're looking at big day tomorrow.
Yes, we are. We've got some more states, 5 of them with primaries tomorrow, with Trump doing really well in the polling on the GOP side in all 5 of those states, according to recent polls.
You know, the story now is that Cruz and Kasich are teaming up. But hasn't that been going on all along?
I'm sorry, what? Have they been doing that all along?
They've kind of been doing that all along, so we thought, but then they're fighting, and now they're back to working together again.
Yeah, they've decided to join forces to, keep him from getting the delegates to win the presidential nomination. And it's like John Kasich, he keeps saying this, and he said it again over the weekend, that there will be a, contested convention. Yeah.
On the Democrat side, Hillary still looking like this could be her moment.
Well, yeah, she can't get enough delegates tomorrow to officially knock Bernie Sanders out of the race, but she can pretty much, get rid of any kind of question or not whether she'll be the Democratic nominee. She could kind of close the door on the Sanders thing, but not completely.
We had the story came out yesterday. One of the Koch brothers came out and said that, listen, at this point, it really looks like the best person for president is going to be Hillary Clinton. That was a big shocker until you begin to look into it. Are they trying to kind of play with the establishment thing to give Bernie Sanders more ammunition going into these primaries, or do you think they really mean it?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I think that would have shocked a lot of people to have heard that coming from them. And it's really interesting, the things that I've heard, especially in the last week. Last week before the New York primary, Bernie and Hillary. I attended a street fair on the Sunday before the primary, and people were, giving out buttons and things like that, and they would get into these, I won't say arguments, but, for New Yorkers, they were heated discussions about Bernie versus Hillary. And, it was like neither side was backing down. I mean, they've both still got their supporters that are very, very, excited about the campaigns. But, right now it looks like it's Hillary's to lose.
Right. And you're hearing more talk on the Republican side. It's really all about the delegates. I was watching one, it might have been on Fox, one town hall type meeting where they had a group, and they were asking them, if they don't quite, if Trump doesn't get there, maybe he only gets, 1,180. Would you be okay with that? And, some were like, yeah, I'd be okay with it. Others were, that's like getting to the 2-yard line and not scoring. You got to score. That is the battle right now, it seems, going back and forth.
It does, and with this alliance, and they've pretty much, like you said, they've just come out and said what people have wondered all along. What's going on with those two. And by the way, the Trump campaign did release a statement early this morning, like after midnight last night, that basically says, it's sad that 2 grown politicians have to collude against one person who's only been a politician for 10 months. In order to try and stop them from getting the nomination. And he goes on. It's not just sometimes we get like a one-paragraph thing from the Trump campaign. There's more than that.
That is funny. They're 2 grown politicians. That just makes me laugh. He's a grown man. He's a grown politician. They're teaming up on me, and they're bullying me.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, what's funny, too, is that when they do this, it plays into Trump's entire game plan. It's the establishment teaming up against me. He just uses it. Everything that they throw against him, he uses it to really bolster his campaign.
Right. I mean, and it's very interesting to sit back and look at, especially when you kind of look at the big picture of things. This is the only billionaire I've ever seen that can make himself look like the underdog.
I know, it's unbelievable. And all these poor people, all these people that have nothing, they don't have two nickels to rub together. They're out there. Normally, they'd be criticizing and hating the giant billionaire. But in this case, somehow Trump is one of them. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's fascinating to watch just from a psychological standpoint.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Tonya, thanks for the time. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Tonya J. Powers in New York. Hold on tight. We'll come right back. We're going to do a free money question of the day, give you a chance to win $100, $200, or $300 in cash. I have a whole lineup of brand new questions that I think are pretty good. We'll do it when we come back here at 6:29. Christine with news in 1 minute on WIBX.